Hey, what's up, guys? It's the new guy on the block, the blockchain, and just wanted to make a quick video about this cool article that I found. I found it pretty interesting and reassuring. So hopefully you guys do the same. It's going to be about Ethereum here. The title of it is "Don't Panic: Why Dipping Out of Ethereum is a Mistake." So whatever you do, don't sell. Sometimes as investors, we need tough love, especially when it comes from beating a primal part of our human nature, panic. When investors panic, they hurt their long-term profits, especially in volatile markets heavily influenced by emotion. To explain this concept, I want to tell you a story of how I jumped off a horse to survive a plastic bag. When I was a teenager, my parents used to send me and my siblings to a horse riding camp once a year. We each selected a horse to embark alongside 20 other children on a slow, bumpy trek into the Sierra Nevadas. This event happened year after year without incident until 2007, which was the year my sister's horse saw a plastic bag. Unfortunately, for the whole caravan, my sister's horse was in front. When it bucked, everyone panicked, and I, by proxy, also panicked. So I jumped, landing on a rock and cracking the bone in my foot. I spent months in a cast, having lost a battle of wits to a piece of garbage. The moral of the story is that we are all victims of our own emotion, in relationships, in a job, and in a horse caravan, but especially in our own investments, which is why you are not going to sell Ethereum right now. Investors who put money into Ethereum should be interested in the long-term profits. That means you have to stay steady when the road gets rocky. Digital currency has proven to be as volatile as gold, if not more so. We saw Bitcoin drop from a heavy 1,300 to a pathetic 213. Now it's back at it at 1,650, probably about 1,800 now, and investors who sold feel like fools. Last night, Ethereum had a volatile moment. The digital currency plummeted in value on a currency exchange, Kraken, a dip that caused thousands of investors to panic. But that is a bad move. Instead of jumping off the horse, let's take a second look and talk about what is going on. The Kraken hack. On May 7th, Kraken was disrupted with a denial of service attack. For those unfamiliar with the term, a DOS attack is when multiple computers make the same request toward one server, eventually overwhelming it. Once this happens, the server stops responding to users' requests. Only the attacker gets through to create more mayhem. And unfortunately for Kraken, this attack occurred simultaneously with a large Ethereum liquidation, a coupling that sent investors into a tailspin. I understand the term hack is terrifying, but hacking is an unavoidable part of our internet world. At least it is with our current internet structure. Ethereum is our first step towards securing that internet. That's exactly right, guys. That's what I said in my previous video here. Ethereum is definitely one of our first steps in securing the internet from hacks. Back at this article now. But in this instant, the hack did not cause the liquidation. After the intensive investigation, Kraken said that the two events were not correlated. The liquidation was scheduled and was already underway when the hack happened. Kraken went to say that the DDoS attack on the servers are unavoidable. Sadly for investors, Kraken, Ethereum plummeted in the platform, and it did hurt. Because of the way the service is structured, the two events happening at the same time fueled investor panic. The Kraken does not offer reimbursements to investors in this case of a technical malfunction. In Kraken's mind, the dip was caused by a normal market fluctuation. The panic of hacking was not its fault. I don't know about that one. That is why we chose Coinbase as a digital currency exchange, as it ensures investments up to $250,000, similar to FDIC, guys. So that's kind of reassuring, but I don't want to go through those hoops. This event was nothing more than a plastic bag popping in investors' field of vision and initiating panic. Many people sold before they analyzed the threat. In the past hour, I've heard multiple stories of sellers' regret. People who crashed out of $87 watch Ethereum return to $92 in under 30 minutes. The moral of today's story is not to panic. The investments are volatile by nature, and we are going to experience dozens of plastic bag situations before Ethereum has made its long-term profits. The secret is to hold steady, assess each threat with diligence, and invest your mind, not your emotions. So that was the article, guys. That was from wealthdaily.com. They're writing more and more about digital currencies and the way of the world, the way it's going. So keep your Ethereum if you have it. I even think Ethereum Classic is going to be right on the rise here soon. I hope, anyways. It's on a downward trend right now, so buy on dips. Everything is dipping down today, guys. So keep your investment strong. Don't sell for a loss. If you truly believe in the product that you invested in, keep it. It'll eventually go up. Again, these whales know what they're doing, guys. Stay strong. Have a good day.